Hey, it's Damien here from Click, and in this video we're going to have a quick look at how we created this quiz for a client, and the quiz generated more than 400 leads at a cost of around $1 per lead. So we're going to go step by step through how we did it here and just show you a few tips and tricks around creating the quiz, the way we promoted it on Facebook, the way we targeted it, the way we structured the quiz, and the kind of software we used. So this is the quiz here. It's on our client site, and this client is called Toolbox Australia, and they sell online tools for electricians. So all sorts of power tools and hand tools, aimed specifically just at electricians and people in the electrical trades businesses. So we're trying to get them as many leads as possible for email marketing. Being an e-commerce site, it's really important that we can try and get as many people on the email list as possible, and then we can email them specials and things like that. So basically we had this idea we tested a quiz, and you can see here on the screen now, this is the quiz we created. So when somebody finds the page for the quiz, here's what they see to start with. Now the reason I think it's worked so well, there's a few reasons. So we've made it clear that it's only a 5-question quiz, so they know they're not going to be asked lots of questions. It's not going to take a lot of time. That's the first thing. So make it clear up front that there's going to be only a few questions. Secondly, we've shown them a sample of some of the answers, some of the results that they might get. Are you the simple, down-to-earth type? Are you the perfectionist, social, or resourceful? So we're saying you're probably one of these things. Now find out which one you are, and that sort of piques their interest as well. So we've also put a very appealing picture, because this shows somebody engaged in the trade. So this will resonate with them because it's stuff they're doing every day. So having a picture that really resonates with them is important, and we'll get to that too when we look at some of the ads we ran, which images were more successful than others. So the person takes this quiz and they get taken through these 5 questions. We'll also go through the software we use to create this. It's quite simple. They get shown these 5 questions. So what's your favorite tool? Person picks something. What's the first thing you do when arriving at a work site? And notice the use of imagery again. You want to make it nice and visual. It gets people involved. It's much easier looking at a picture than reading the words. So make a call. What makes you happy in the job? Let's say happy clients make us happy. When an unexpected issue crops up during the job, do you? Select what they do. Do a quick fix and arrange to come back later. What do you often do during your short break? Okay, I'm going to say have a coffee. Now this is crucial as well. In most quiz software, you'll be able to put in a barrier. So they've answered the questions, and then this is crucial to be able to collect the email address. So we say to get your results, enter your email address and name so we can send you the results. And we've also added a little sweetener here, and we've said you'll also get 10% off your first tool purchase from our website. Now bear in mind, most of the people have never heard of our website, but when you offer someone a discount or some kind of special, that's probably going to work out well. Now, if you're in a B2B business or something that doesn't sell products, you might give a content offer here. So you might say enter your email address and get our free guide as a bonus. We've tested this without having any kind of incentive and just saying you'll get your results, much lower conversion rate. So have something there to sweeten the deal, and then make it clear that you're never going to share their details or spam them. You might link to your privacy policy too, but we didn't in this case. And then just ask them for as little as possible. We just said first name and email. You could also just ask for email there. So we'll put some results there. See my results, and that gives them their answer. So the answer is customized, obviously based on their questions. Again, the quiz software makes all this very easy. Tells them a little bit about themselves, and they can share their results on Facebook if they want to. And we have had quite a few people sharing it, which we'll look at again in a minute. So that is the quiz itself. Now, the way that we created this quiz, we used some software called TryInteract, and it's some quiz software, obviously, that allows you to really simply create these quizzes, set up your questions. So we'll just look at the results for now. So we've had 1,700 people view that landing page with a quiz on it. 1,450 people started it. And yes, a lot of people did abandon the quiz because when they got to that email question, they said, I'm not going further. But still, we found it was very economical to generate leads this way, despite 2/3 of people abandoning it. We still got over 400 leads, and that's fine. You can also make that last question where they have to put the email address. You can make that optional where you can say skip this step. We think that would probably cut down on people converting and giving their email address. So it's kind of a balance between annoying people versus gathering their info. So then I'll give you a quick look at the software that we use to do this. I'll put a link to this software below the video. So the quiz here was, what kind of Sparky are you? And then we can edit this quiz. So as you can see, you can set up integrations. We're using HubSpot for this client, so we import the answers straight into HubSpot. And we can even segment them based on their personality type. For a fun quiz like this, you wouldn't really want to, but if you were asking a more serious quiz, then you might want to segment them based on their results or some of the answers to the questions. And then the different ways to share and embed it. So I recommend putting it on your website. Don't use the default quiz page because it's going to be like incongruous to send them to, abc.TryInteract. You want them on your domain, so it's very easy to embed it in WordPress or HubSpot, whatever you're using. And then you can edit things like the coloring, the styling, add your logo, edit the questions and the results. So as you can see here, we've got the questions down the side and the and we can set up the results and have point systems or however you do it. It's all fairly straightforward. I won't get into all the mechanics of the quizzes here. But then over to Facebook, the main way we promoted this was on Facebook. So even though technically it's a B2B business, we're selling to electricians in a trade. It is quite a B2C kind of audience. They're still not going to be on Facebook. So you could also do this via LinkedIn or other platforms for promoting it. So then we created this campaign. We created 4 variations of our ad. Now, as you can see here, the main one that worked really well, again, it was a picture of the person in the business doing the work. We put some generic ones there of quiz and test yourself, and it's quiz time. They didn't perform anywhere near as well as this one, which uses the picture of the electrician working on a switch box. And then we just kept it really short and simple. Find out your electrician personality with our 5-question quiz. Now, again, you want to talk about, everyone wants to know about themselves. Talking about their personality is going to really resonate well. So find out your electrician personality. And then quiz, make it clear it's going to be a quiz. What type of Sparky are you? Again, we've put a teaser here. Find out now with our electrician personality quiz. 13 reactions, 20 comments. So that's people sharing their results and things like that. And then if we go across and look at the results for this, what you'll see is we spent $426 on this. And we got 336 results directly from the ad. That's tracking. Again, the quiz software will allow you to track. You can embed the Facebook cookie in your quiz, the pixel, and it will track people who've seen the completion. So that's how we get these stats. We know exactly how many came from our ads. So you'll notice in the quiz dashboard for the results on this quiz, it's actually a higher number, and that is just peripheral people. So if people share it with their friends, for example, you're going to get more completions. So you're going to get a few mostly direct completions, which is the 336, and then this 416. So we've got another sort of 1/4 completions just by people sharing it organically. So that's still within our spend. We got that result. So 416 results, about $426 spent. And we are actually running out of audience here because you can see our frequency. You've got to keep an eye on your frequency. So this is saying that we've shown it to people about 4 times. So a lot of people will have seen this more than once. And you don't want that to get too high because otherwise you're just overloading them and they're going to start hiding your results, and it's going to lower your quality score on the ads. And just have a look at our quality score here. Where is that? Performance and clicks. Relevance score, sorry. So they call it relevance score on Facebook. So we're getting 9s and 8s on our ads, and that's really good. That just means people are really responding to it. They're clicking on it. If you get down too low on that, you want to just rethink your targeting and rethink you add copy and imagery and things like that, because it just means it's not resonating. Try and keep that above sort of 7 or 8. Our targeting, let's have a look at our targeting. You can just target by, we're spending $10 a day on this, so as you can see it's been running for about 40 days. You could spend much higher amounts, wouldn't see it affecting the cost per result that much. And we've actually gone a bit broad in our audience here, so that ideally that'll be in the middle of the green. Our daily results is about 1,000 out of the 17,000. So you can see we're going to reach everyone, our entire audience, within a couple of weeks. And then that's why we're kind of spending $10 a day. We're happy for them to see the same ad after a couple of weeks, because they've probably forgotten it by then. And if you're going to be diligent, you could also mix up your ad imagery and your ad copy a bit and show, so you're still showing them similar ads but with different imagery in case they didn't appeal to them the first time. Yeah, and that's basically it. So there's our targeting options, pretty straightforward. We just targeted by electrician in fields of study and job titles. Waited till we had a wide enough audience, and then we optimized for conversions. That's very important too. So that's pretty much everything about how we created this quiz that generated more than 400 leads at $1 per lead. We've now got their details. They're highly targeted leads in the industry that we're trying to connect with, and it just shows a creative way of using some sort of interactive content to get people to join your email list. So I hope that's been helpful. Feel free to post any questions or comments in the comment section below. Okay, thanks.